Aaron Yesavage shut down the offense, hitless through 5 in the third, striking out 11. What was it about his stuff that was clearly challenging for your offense?
Yeah, I mean, that was nasty stuff. I mean, that split is, unlike much you ever run into. And you had to go, and he was starting it up a lot, breaking it down off the plate, using his fastball enough and slider enough. But we just didn't have an answer for the split that, he was on his game.
Max Fried did not necessarily look like himself. He had been such a stopper for this team all season long. What was different about his stuff this afternoon?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look back and see a couple of but didn't seem to have the same command, probably not getting pitches to where he wanted to get them. Life and everything seemed fine. But just, they obviously had some hard contact. They were able to find some holes with their contact, but just not as sharpest, obviously.
More questions? I'll go to the fourth row on your right here.
Aaron, having never seen Yesavage before, how much can you prepare for someone, and how different is it once they step in the batter's box, especially with that unique arm angle?
Yeah. I mean, you can prepare pretty well. I mean, there's a lot of information, a lot of video, a lot of those things. You're facing different pitchers every day, and you know what different fastballs and stuff looks like. So you at least have an idea. But then there's no substitute for experience. Someone too, and then the fact that he is a bit unique, I'm sure played into a little bit of his effectiveness. But he was on his game, and he was. And, we just obviously had a hard time putting it in play against him.
Second row from Chris. What made you go to Will in that spot, considering he hadn't, come out of a relief appearance before?
That's a spot that he's got a chance to be successful in to keep it a game there. So we're, going to take our shot there with Will. It's already 5 and runners out there. So, he's on this team for that, we feel like, behind especially one of our lefties to go on a run. Obviously, it didn't work initially. He ends up giving us length and preserving us a little bit, but you can't stay away from guys because, that's why he's on there.
Third row on your left, Randy.
Aaron, what's your take on this 0-2 hole you guys have fallen into, and is it almost more jarring because the games both of them have been blowouts and one of them's against your ace?
Baseball's a funny game. Like, I know we'll show up and ready to go expecting to win Tuesday night. So, obviously it feels like the world's caving in around you, and, you lose 2 games like that in their building where it doesn't go right. But all of a sudden you go out there and win a ball game on Tuesday, the needle can change. There's been a lot of weird things that have happened in baseball this year. This would not be the weirdest, us, rallying. So we'll come ready to go Tuesday, expect to win, and then, look to win again and push it back here. So I don't think we haven't lost any confidence. Obviously they've had our number and gotten the better of us so far this year. But I don't think anyone in our room doesn't feel like we can't go out and beat them. So, we got to play better. We got to, pitch and swing it better. But we're certainly capable of it, and we'll expect to do that on Tuesday night.
Standing in the back left, Dave.
Aaron, just at the start of the fourth, you got worn up pretty fast there with the bottom of the order coming up. So they just seemed on max, I guess, from the beginning with you, getting a lot of good swings off them.
Yeah. I mean, they were pressuring them all day. And again, right out of the chute, it's kind of I think Jimenez blocks that ball down the line. Not that they didn't hit square him up a lot, but it just, was kind of bouncing that way. And I just felt like, it was enough there.